Welcome back. All right, so continuing the reviews, we get into the later starts, beginning with the Vegas Golden Knights at home against Minnesota. Gustafsson versus Hill in this one, early press by the Vegas Golden Knights. Gustafsson holds there. Foligno can't bury rebound and close. The Wild press 2 minutes into the period. Eriksson Ek has a shot that sticked aside. The shots are 5-2 for Minnesota at 4 minutes. They came out with a game plan, and Minnesota executed well early on in the game. The fans call when the referee does not. I do not have the counter on the board because I never heard a ref you suck chant from Vegas crowd tonight. Yep. Smith can't bury one from the side of the net. Eichel has a rush chance that's saved. All he needed to do is introduce a counter and poof, it's gone like Kaiser Soze. But yeah, so Eichel has a rush chance that's saved. There's a press by Vegas that follows. We then get a power play for the Wild. There's an early cycle, and then Vegas gets it and scores. On a cross-crease pass and in via a 2-on-1 rush, it's William Karlsson. Eichel with the assist at 8:25, but Minnesota gets it back at 8:38. On a wrister via a cross-ice pass, Kaprizov scores. Zuccarello and Eriksson Ek with the assist. So a power play goal nullifies the shorthanded goal, kind of, I guess. It makes it 1-1 at that point in the game. Vegas presses to respond. Shots are 8-7 in favor of the Golden Knights at the half. They had a very good second half. They press with 9 minutes left. Gaudreau has a rush chance that's blocked. Hartman has a net feed that gets blocked as well. The Wild were a post away from a 2-1 lead as Hill loses track of the puck and it just kind of sits at his feet. And then at 13:24, Stone puts a slapper past the screen from the point. Eichel with the assist. Vegas has a 2-1 lead. There's a goalie interference challenge that fails. I don't know why they challenged that. I don't. There have been some challenges in these playoffs that I think are head scratchers. I don't know if they would have challenged them during the regular season. Maybe it's because the games are so much more important that we pay attention a little more, but John Hines shouldn't have challenged that. There was nothing there. So Vegas goes to the power play. They set up, they cycle, puck's cleared out. Stone can't bury one in close, puck's cleared out. Power play's killed off. 2 shots on net for Vegas on that power play. Zuccarello then fans on a fast break chance. The shots are 11-7 for Vegas with 4 minutes left. A net feed to Rossi gets blocked. Karlsson's denied on a 2-on-1 rush by Vegas. Dorofeev then has a slapper that's held. Momentum for Vegas late in the first period with them ahead 2-1. Faber has a screenshot that's held, and neither goaltender giving up rebounds. So it's 2-1 in favor of Vegas after one. We go to the second period. Both goaltenders playing pretty well to that point. The Wild get a power play 7 seconds into the second period. Not the optimal way for Vegas to start, but there's an early clear. The Wild set up. They cycle. Things get pushy on a hold by Hill. Spurgeon has a shot that's blocked. The rebound's held. The power play's killed off. 2 shots on net. Foligno fires one wide on a rush. The Wild press at 4 minutes. Dorofeev's denied. The Wild clear it out. Faber has a net feed that's picked off. Then there was a bit of a delay for an issue with the ice along the boards. The shots are 3-2 for the Wild at 7 minutes. McNabb then has a wrister that's blocked out. There's a delay game call against Minnesota. Vegas goes to the power play. Hurdle's denied from the slot. Hurdle then fanned on his next chance from that same spot in the slot. Theodore's denied. The power play's killed off. It also had 2 shots on net for Vegas. Eichel's denied after that comes to an end. Vegas goes back to the power play. Stone to Dorofeev near miss. Puck's cleared out. Dorofeev then has a wrister that's held. There's a late cycle. Hanifin has a shot that's blocker to side. The power play's killed off. The Wild rush after it's done. Pearson fires one wide. Another rush by the Wild. Vegas presses then with 6 minutes left. Hurdle has a wrister that is blocked. Gaudreau has a rebound chance that's held. And then with 1:21 left, the Wild get a power play. So it's 2-1 for Vegas. The Wild with a power play. That goes right up to the end of the second period. They're not able to capitalize on it. So that rolls over into the third period. My favorite moment of the game is here. They had clearly on the display there around the arena, wave your battle towels. It was flashing. It was just nobody. I didn't see, I think maybe 1 or 2 people were waving their battle towels. You have failed the battle towel assignment, Vegas. You gotta wave. When it tells you, pay attention to the signage, it said to wave the towels. Most hockey fans don't need to be told anyways, but hey, it's only been 8 years, so maybe they're still, go wave the battle towels. Anyways, Fleury was in. Gustafsson's ill. It has to be something major. And I just mean like, it has to be something where there was no way he could go back into the net, because there's no chance that Gustafsson, if he was able to play at all, would have been out. And this also left you in an uncomfortable situation where if anything happens to Marc-Andre Fleury, like, do you go with an e-bug? Like, that was my first thought was, if somebody accidentally runs the net or intentionally runs the net, does an e-bug go into a playoff game? Like, or is that where we're gonna see that happen? But at any rate, Vegas presses are kept to the outside. Foligno then hits the outside of the net as a Wild press, and 3:31 in, the Wild score. Boldy wires one in close on a net drive. Eriksson, Ek, and Middleton with the assists, so that makes it a 2-2 tie. The teams then trade turnovers. Game gets a little sloppy at this point. Boldy hits the side of the net. Vegas rushes. Boldy then has a wraparound chance. That saved. 6 minutes into the period, the Wild are leading in shots 5-0. So Vegas having a hard time getting out of the gate, but then the Wild don't get another shot for the rest of the period. The opportunities just dry up for Minnesota. Vegas, very good defensively, and they showed that there. Hurdle has a near miss. The Wild clear. Dorofeev has a net drive that's blocked. There's a near miss for Middleton on a rush, so get ready for all the near misses and all the blockages that go on from here. Theodore to Eichel, that chance gets blocked. Net feed to Roy gets picked off. Good forechecking by Vegas. Roy nearly scores, does not. Vegas presses with 6.5 minutes left. Eichel has a rush chance that's held. There's some pushing. The fans call one, the referee does not. Theodore then has a net drive that's blocked. With 3:05 left, all the fans are waving the towels. Good job. They did eventually start waving the towels. I didn't hear anybody tell them to. Like, the guy in the arena. Hey, fans, everybody, attention, wave the towels. Gave you the towels for a reason. But anyways, after that, there's a shoulder save on Hanifin. Vegas presses with 2.5 minutes left. Saad has a net feed that's picked off. The Wild rush, and they score. And my wife's in the room here. She's jumping up and down, and I went, wait. I've watched enough Vegas in the playoffs to know that if the goal counts, don't count on the team that you're rooting for to hold the lead against the Vegas Golden Knights. And 2, keep an eye on whether or not the goal is going to count, which it did not. And once that goal was taken off the board as offside, in the back of my mind, I went, that's it. Vegas is not going to allow a goal. So we go to overtime with the score tied at 2. Early press by the Wild. Faber has a shot that's blocked and cleared. Again, Minnesota not able to get to the Vegas net very often here. Smith has a high chance from the slot. That's blocked. The teams trade turnovers. Pietrangelo has a one-timer. He fires wide. Eichel with a near miss. Theodore fires one wide. Vegas cycles. There's a post for Eichel. The Wild clear. More pressure by Vegas, and the Wild are forced to ice it. They just looked gassed. And then at 4:05, on a pass from behind the net, Howden scores. Brett Howden ends this game. It's a 3-2 win for the Vegas Golden Knights. Pearson and Haig with the assists. So, frustrating night, and I'm being completely honest. I really was rooting for Minnesota here. I want to see Minnesota get out of the first round for the first time in a decade. It would be great to, my wife would be all excited and happy, and nope, not meant to be. So Vegas has the 3-2 series lead. I don't see Minnesota winning this series now. Vegas is they're really good at shutting things down. Shots on net, 16-9 Vegas in the first, 9-7 Vegas in the second, 5-3 Minnesota in the third. Vegas outshoots Minnesota 4-1 in the overtime, including the shot that matters. Final shots, 32-22 for Vegas. Power plays, Minnesota 1 for 3, Vegas 0 for 3. The hits, 36-26 for the Wild. Gustafsson saves 23 out of 25. Marc-Andre Fleury saved 6 out of 7. I would imagine since it's illness, we'll see Gustafsson in the 6th game. They got to win back-to-back. I don't see it happening. Adin Hill, 20 saves on 22 shots. I don't know that Adin Hill's had a great game yet in the series, but he was good enough tonight to get the victory, and they only allowed 6 shots in the final 24 minutes and 5 seconds, so that definitely would help as well, right? So anyways, there you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, as always. Hit like and subscribe in the event you may not have done so already. It's a good thing I've still got this Fleury Vegas jersey, because it kind of works tonight, because Fleury was playing for Minnesota against Vegas. So, all right. Thank you guys so much for all your support as always. I will talk to you again soon.